What's up, guys? It's Lexi Pike, and this video is going to be about paranormal experience I've encountered, and I've already made a video about this, and I just haven't posted it yet, which I will right after this one. So after I ended that video, I remembered what I forgot, because I had a feeling after I stopped it, I was like, what am I forgetting? Okay, so we lived in Florida in 2021. That was when we first moved there. October 4th, 2021. And I started school a week later. So, and turns out I was on one of my best friends' bus. Bless me. Sorry about that. So I surprised my friend too on my first day. We had to wear masks because of the pandemic. And I still love that mask. It just needs to be washed. It's really nasty. So I said hi to him at first when he first came on the bus. No, I saw him come on the bus, and then he sits down behind me, like a few seats behind me. So we get to school an hour later. Well, for him 30 minutes, an hour for me. And he started getting off the bus, and I was like, "Hey, Jake." He looks at me, he was like this, and then he looked forward, and then he was like this again, then he looked forward, and then he was like this, and I was like, "Do you remember me now?" And he was like, "Heidi, is that really you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I moved back it was actually a couple of days after I moved back, so I never actually got much sleep." So he got off the bus, and I got off the bus, and we hugged. Because we haven't seen each other since 2017. Yeah. Because I moved. And he was a grade lower than me. But then I stayed back. This was the year that I was in the same year as him, because they held me back. Because they said I was gone for most of the quarter when I was not. They just decided to say that I was not gone for half of the quarter. Last year, I was there. We would come back and forth. I was there only for like 3 weeks, and then we came back. That wasn't half of the quarter. At least I don't think it was. My mom says it wasn't. So my friend gets off the bus first, and then mine's a few stops later. And there's a lot of other kids still on the bus, and we stop at my house. So everyone was so confused, like, why are we stopping at this house? No one lives here. But they knew someone lived there because of the cars. So I got up, and everyone just stared at me, really concerned and confused and rudely. So I was so confused, and I was like, that's odd. This is before I found out the backstory. So I went home and told my mom, everyone knows about this house. And then a neighbor shows up and says that, oh, a guy died on a porch. So the next day I went to school. I went on the bus. And then I would be the first one to always be on the bus. So after school that day, they stopped and they said, "Hey, do you know that someone had a heart attack inside the house and died?" And I was like, no, I heard that he died on the porch. He opened the door and just dropped dead. This part of his body was in the house, and his bottom half was outside on the stairs. His Yorkie dog went running, and everyone found out what happened. But we still get the dead man's mail. So we would usually throw it away after opening it. He's dead, so after he died 2 years after moving into this house. This house we live in was a witch's place where they would get burned to the stake. So that's the darkest. Except though our Skinwalker, I used to live upon Skinwalker territory. So my road, we would have a road here to go straight down. We also have a road this way. If you go this way, and see an abandoned house with boarded up windows, boarded up doors. My sister went down now in the front. They peeked in. There was a human refrigerator with human remains. And there was a human-sized cage with also human remains. So after that, I was too scared to even go outside. So I haven't gone outside since. But this was last year when they told me. So 2 years of living there, I was fine. And then the second year showed up. Almost the second year, I started feeling sick. I couldn't even move. This was last year. I couldn't move. I was in bed all the time. My legs were numb. I couldn't even walk. And then I moved to my biological dad's house in April this year. And that was my first time I would ever go out. I would go out once a month. But since I've been here, I've been feeling fine. And then we move. No, and then we would go out. We would go out to eat. We would go shopping. We would go for long rides. The beginning of this month, I started feeling sick. I barely go out anymore. I would feel like I'm gonna get dizzy, and usually whenever I have that feeling, I usually do get dizzy that day or the next day. So I would wait inside till that happens. Never happened. It hasn't. So I was dizzy one time a week ago, I think. I was dizzy and I wanted to go to this restaurant. It was a pizza place. I got dizzy after my dad told me we were going now. And I was like, why does it always do this after someone tells me where we're going? So I got dizzy. After they left, an hour later goes by. I feel fine. After that, I cried. I was sad. No way. Yeah. So, but they didn't go to that restaurant without me. They actually came home with it. Which I was actually surprised about that. I was expecting them to eat at the restaurant, and so I had pizza that we had in our bureau that my dad just brought in before we left, that he got that day, and to get the dog out of it. So I had 2 pieces because I was hungry. 10 minutes later, they show up with food, and I was like, I ate pizza already, so I don't know if I will get full. I get full after I had 3 pieces of chicken or 4 pieces of chicken. So this is what I usually get, is onion rings and chicken tenders. It would come with fries, but I don't like the fries though. Let's just say the fries were better than the chicken until I heated the chicken up the next day, because I couldn't eat it. So yeah. But while I'm making the TikTok, I would hear something outside my door. help, help me, help. And then I hear a guy talking. It's mumbled. I can't understand it. And then all of a sudden I hear a dark, creepy, demonic laughing. The funny thing is, no one will be awake except for me at that time. I don't go to bed till 2 a.m. It's 1:05 a.m. right now. Literally. 1 a.m. So yeah. Hopefully I'll end up feeling better in a couple more weeks. So yeah. And sorry for making the second part because I forgot the first part. So I hope you enjoyed the second part of the story. And like I said at the end of the video the first time, do that on this video. Hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications, and smash the thumbs up button. And post or send your ghost and paranormal experiences that you've had or knows that someone has with their permission in the comments down below. You can tell me if you want to be anonymous, so I will take a screenshot of it and then download Google Docs on my phone and put on a comment without your name for the anonymous one. And if you guys want, you can let me know if you want me to use your username, and if so, I'll take a screenshot of it and put it on Google Docs with your username on it, of course, and then say your username because I would have permission. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be another Life of Lexi reaction video, I'm pretty sure, because I barely show my face on camera anymore, only if I'm posting shorts or TikToks. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!